Now, and this is the second area that there's so much misinformation. I mean, firstly, it's about, the foods, the diet foods, and the things that are going on. Secondly, what we're dealing with now is also the what's the best type of exercise phenomena. And I've literally had an opportunity to do a lot of this stuff from pretty much the beginning of all of the fitness craze. And you see these devices online on the internet. This one over here is one of my favorites here. Let's highlight that one, the shaker. That's just absolutely the craziest thing I've ever seen. You put fitness models next to a product, someone that's fairly attractive or well built, you're going to sell anything because people just want to believe some fantasy that this miracle piece of equipment is going to do everything for them and they're going to look just like the person. I bet I can just see hundreds upon thousands of these things laying in yard sales and garages, with these guys doing this stuff all the time. The next one here is what I see, and I remember in the 70s, where the wrestlers would all wear a lot of these, and I occasionally see, some people wearing basically it's like taking a trash bag and wrapping your entire body in it and then sealing it off at the neck, the wrist, the ankles, and then going and exercising for an hour or two outside and sweating to death. And then when you take it off, you just like leave this pool of just sweaty water wherever you go. And I can remember wrestling guys that would wear these things, and it was just the craziest thing because you get dehydrated, you get heat exhaustion, and then when your body loses all that water because you're not taking it in while you're exercising, then the minute you drink a glass of water, boom, it's right back to where it was. So what people confuse is water weight loss versus actual fat loss, and you're not necessarily going to lose a lot of fat in a day. You're not going to gain a lot of fat in a day. A few days, maybe you might be able to knock off a half a pound or so, but not a big enough difference that these suits or all these crazy gimmicks are going to work. So you really have to have a better understanding of progressive resistance exercise along with the proper diet so that you can get the results that you're looking for to shape your body. There is benefits to using free weights or for any kind of machine. So I'll talk a little bit more about that moving forward, but this is the biggest scam right here, right now, with people just thinking they can eat any old way and then exercise and then magic is going to happen, and it just doesn't work out like. The other part of it too is the cardio overkill. People go to the gym and they work out, they plop themselves down on a bike, or they sit on a piece of exercise equipment, they read a magazine, or this is typically what I see in a lot of the gyms. The girls are going to be on a piece of equipment, they're draped over it, they're hanging on it, and they're just leaning, and they're kind of short-circuiting the effect of the machine if you were going to use a machine. And getting the kinds of results you need. You need to be upright. You need to have your hands moving freely without grabbing onto the railings. If it's going too fast, you need to slow the thing down. You don't need to be going faster than your ability to do it. If you have to hang on, you're not really getting yourself in shape. Now, that's the use of machines which I would use as a last resort, or if I had a body that had injuries all over it, and I needed to use machines, then I would probably do that. Dude over here is just a mess. He's trying to delude himself into thinking that this is the way to go, but it's kind of funny, and I see it a lot in the gyms. The other thing here is these ladies, reading whatever they're reading, and I'm sure the pedal stroke is just barely moving around, and they, can tell themselves, hey, I did 2 hours of cardio today, and do I look thinner? How's my butt look? No, doesn't look any different. You didn't do anything. Okay, so when it comes to doing cardio, there are some tools like a heart rate monitor, and teaching people how to use those things properly is what's really going to help you. But you need to do exercise with purpose. Get in, get out of the gym. Don't make a career out of it. You can literally get about 8 hours of exercise inside of a gym per month and be fine with that. You don't need to be in there for hours on end. When your diet is clean, when your diet is put together, and then you know how to train properly with purpose during your exercise periods each time during the week, you're going to get far more results with less time spent in the gym. I can absolutely guarantee that. So this is just one part of the madness that's going on. I'm going to go on to the next video, and I'll see you shortly.